The Office ran from 2001 to 2003 and stars Ricky Gervais, Martin Freeman, Mackenzie Crook, and Lucy Davis, among others. The show got an American remake in 2005, which lasted surprisingly much longer than the original. First off, can I just say that the theme song has to be one of the greatest theme songs of all time? Handbags and the Glad Rags, sung by Rod Stewart, is pop perfection. But back to the show. My last two reviews have been about really, really loud shows with in-your-face comedy, so this is quite the contrast. Rather than being extravagant and full of comically over-the-top characters, The Office takes a more practical approach. And that is why the series is so funny. It finds humor in places that you wouldn't expect, with characters that seem believable and real. I named a couple of the stars in the intro, but this show is much more of an ensemble effort. They all just work off each other so well, and the romance doesn't feel forced. It comes naturally and left me genuinely wondering if they'd get together. I say romance because it's not really a romance, but the show at least suggests it in the first season. Ricky Gervais is at the top of his game in this show. His performance is somewhere between the 11th Doctor from Doctor Who and Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob SquarePants. He tries to have fun and relate to his employees, and thinks he is some sort of celebrity around the office, but gets whiny and bitter when things don't go his way. But in the end, you still end up feeling for him because he's so unorthodox and he's so persistent. You can tell that he and Stephen Merchant really had a passion to make this show work. The dialogue in the show is so witty and expressive of each one's character, and when the show wants to hit its dramatic moments, it hits them with force. Like with Martin Freeman's Tim and Lucy Davis's Dawn, who struggle with their desire to stay in their seemingly dead-end jobs, while Ricky Gervais's David Brent tries to cope with... Well, I'll let you find out that one for yourself. Once again, this is an example where the show's format, that being of a documentary, really helps elevate the comedy. Every once in a while, there would be some stranger who would just stare at the camera because he has no idea what is going on. I'm not sure if this is the first of its kind mockumentary, but it was certainly innovative in its field. Now, there are only 2 series in the whole show, not counting the Christmas special, so if I were to compare which series is better, I would have to go with Season 2, simply because of the fact that it is more pathetic. Season 1 has plenty of laughs, including my favorite episode, but I think how Series 2 tops it is by introducing more new characters from another firm that got combined with theirs, for David to awkwardly laugh with. These new characters include a black man and a handicapped woman in a wheelchair, and the jokes that they get out of those 2 characters are just hysterical. Now, at first glance, making jokes towards a man of color and a handicapped woman seem pretty offensive, but the show handles it so well. Just watch Season 2. Give me a second. The show isn't perfect, however. The character of Gareth Keenan didn't really make me laugh that much, at least on his own. He makes some really misogynistic claims that I can't really justify because he's such a tool. When he's being really made fun of, that's pretty funny. Some of the scenes are just a bit too cringy to be funny, and not all the jokes land for me, but that might just be cultural differences because the show was made in the UK. But overall, I'd say this is a really good show. It's definitely not for everyone, though. Like I said, it's really quiet, subtle humor. But even if you don't like that kind of humor, I'd still recommend watching it because of the realistic and likable characters and the killer opening theme. 8.3 out of 10. So that's my review of The Office. Sorry if this review seemed kind of muddled and unfocused, and that I haven't posted anything in a while. I'm not going away, and sorry, I'm not going to do any editing on this because the editing app that I use for these videos is just being so annoying right now that I'm not even going to bother, because I spent an hour editing this the last time I shot it, and it just deleted it for no reason or something like that. But I will be posting more videos. Right now I'm working on a top 20 animated films, modern era, just the 2000s and on. I'm also gonna try to review Love Actually. I think I remember saying that I would do that in a previous video. Yeah, some other stuff I've been working on. Again, I'm sorry I haven't been posting. It's just crap happens, and that prevents me from doing this. So, but you know, I try to do it as often as I can. And so, thank you for watching, and peace out.